Hey, what's up guys, it's probably not maybe your favorite YouTuber here. Now, I've actually been wanting to do this video for a while. In fact, I've been planning to do it for the past year, but I never really got to it. So I figured that I might as well do it now. You know, as you can tell from the title, I've done many different versions of my DVD collection in the past, and my VHS collection too. And this time, I'm going to be doing my Sonic screwdriver collection, which you can see is not just a random video where I'm reviewing like 3 Sonics. I actually have a lot of Sonic screwdrivers that I've been collecting over the past 1, 2, 3, 4 years. So, well, as you can see, this might be a long video, so let's get to it. So, well, I have no idea what I think actually this is the first Sonic screwdriver that I actually received. I called it the 9th Doctor Sonic screwdriver because these are all 10th ones, so I figured might as well call this one the 9th. It doesn't make any sound, all that literally does is, shine a light. But there is I think that my aunt got this one, but this one has a pen that you can write stuff on it. So I got that one for my birthday, I think, and then I also got this one actually on the same day, but I opened it second, and this is another version of the 10th Doctor Sonic screwdriver. This is one that my grandma got me, I think, and there's an activation button right here. And there's an activation button up here, but it can only be activated if the sliding thing is all the way up. And the activation down here can only be activated if the sliding thing is all the way down. I'm not really sure why, but, you know, it's better than nothing. And it's funny because my Aunt Joan always told me that, like, that technically, because I kind of felt bad, because I didn't want her to feel bad that, you know, that one's kind of small and doesn't make any noise, this one extends and makes noise and stuff like that, but she said that while this one has a pen, this one supposedly doesn't. Guess what, it actually did. And but you know, she wasn't upset or anything. An interesting thing is that the pen comes out like this. You twist this thing and then pull it out. This is actually, there were actually 2 pens. One of them was just a normal pen. I have no idea where it is. This one is actually pretty interesting because you write it on a piece of paper and then you shine the Sonic screwdriver light on it and it'll show what's written there. So see, like, I can write down like, I am a fish, and as you can see, it's not showing up on the paper at all, but if I shine the Sonic screwdriver light on it, then you can see it written down on there. So yeah, so you could actually have like some real pretty cool, like, I never actually thought of this, but you could literally just like write something down on the piece of paper and then hand it, and then like, let's say like you want to pass a note to your best friend and he happens to have this exact same Sonic screwdriver, or everyone in the class does, and you're just passing notes to each other, writing with the invisible ink thing, and if the teacher either catches you, he looks at the paper, and then he thinks, well, then he might actually think that it's a prank, and then he might give you a detention. I don't know, just, the point is that this is actually pretty cool actual James Bond tool. But the thing is that you can't just pull it from here, you have to, like, because if you just pull it from here, then no. Oh, well, that time it didn't happen, but sometimes, like, this entire thing will come off. Like this. When I gave it to my friends, they made the same mistake. So you need to kind of hold on to this piece and then pull this out. So after that, I can't really remember exactly what the order I got them all in was, so I'm just going to go through over here the earliest. This is the 3rd Doctor Sonic screwdriver, which commonly used in the Sea Devils. He also used it in Carnival of Monsters and many other stories. It's mainly used for blowing up stuff. And also, if you pull the collar down 3 times real quick before it can even react to the noise, then it can make a hidden sound like this. And the same thing if you pull it down 4 times. That was a Wave 1 3rd Doctor Sonic screwdriver. This is a Wave 3 one. If you're wondering why I don't have a Wave 2, it's because Wave 2 wasn't actually, the 3rd Doctor wasn't in that one. Like, go watch Vote Saxon 07's YouTube channel, he reviews them there. These two are very similar. It's just like, you see, like, if you look at the spiral barbershop thing here, you'll notice that this line is a lot thinner. So, like, you can actually see, like, 1, 2, 3, 4 lines at a time. This time you can only pretty much see 1, 2, 3. These are a bit thicker as well, and as you can obviously tell, this one has a red collar, while this one kind of has a brunette collar. But I was kind of disappointed to find out that other than those small details, they are literally the exact same thing. Watch. See, it's exactly the same thing. So then the doctor needed to make some sort of upgrade to make it open some other doors, so... Oh, I think this was actually... Yeah, I got this one first, this one second, and then I got this one. I actually used this as part of my costume for Halloween last year, actually. I have a 4th Doctor scarf and a hat upstairs. I should show you that sometime, but the sonic screwdriver was part of it too. And it doesn't have any hidden noises where you pull down the collar multiple times, but it will just go through an endless loop of 4 different noises every time you pull the collar. I have the 5th Doctor sonic screwdriver. My dad always told me to sell either this one or this one because they're pretty much the exact same thing, but they're not actually, because as you can see, this one's gray and this one's white, and in here, see, this little snout thing is black, while here it's red. So, but also the sound chips are different too. If you pull it down, it'll just go an endless cycle of these 2 sounds. They sound very similar, but as you can tell, they're kind of different. Listen. And they also have the hidden noises. Yeah, this is the 8th Doctor sonic screwdriver. This is the Wave 2. I would get the Wave 3, but I watched Vote Saxon's 07's video, and I know that it's literally exactly the same thing. At least the 3rd Doctor sonic screwdriver, the appearances is a bit different, but it would be an absolute waste of time to get the Wave 3 one, because it would be the exact same thing. I find, so this time you just press this button right here on the gold thing, but I find that the noise sounds a little bit louder than the other ones. Listen. And there are also the hidden noises, except you have to press them 3 times before you can react instead of pull the collar, and 4 times as well. I already showed you this one and this one, so here's the Wave 2 10th Doctor sonic screwdriver. This is technically the Wave 1, I'm not really sure. I ordered the Wave 1 10th Doctor sonic screwdriver. This is kind of stupid. I was a real big nerd. I just had to have absolutely everything. This is basically the Wave 1 sonic screwdriver. The only difference is that the Wave 1 sonic screwdriver would have nothing under this collar right here. It would have like just a hole and no pen. But I still needed it because it was missing something. It was literally like, I needed it because it's exactly the same thing, except the one that I already have has something that the new one wouldn't. So I ordered a Wave 1 one, but then I guess my luck kind of wanted to show that my Wave 1 would be a waste of time. And actually, for some reason, it was a Wave 2 that came in the mail. I specifically ordered a Wave 1 on eBay, but it gave me a Wave 2. I don't know, but this one will go through the 4 cycles similar to the 4th Doctor one. As you can see, this one kind of has a purple light down here, and this one has a much more blue one. This part is really loose, I find. In fact, it comes out all the time, actually. But these parts right here appear to be fixed in place. Actually, I watched Vote Saxon 07's review. I know for a fact that this black thing is fixed in place. I don't think this is. I think that if I try hard enough, I can pull it off. But I don't want to, because the original one, I pulled the gray thing off so many times that now it's pretty loose, so I don't want to loosen this one up. And this one is literally the exact same thing as this one, it's just it came with the sonic pen. I couldn't get the sonic pen alone, so I had to get this one, but it is literally just the exact same thing, except I don't think this one had an invisibility pen. Or maybe, I don't know. But other than that, it is literally just the exact same thing, look. It's still a purple light. It kind of looks blue to the camera, I think, but it is just purple. Here's the Master's laser screwdriver, which unfortunately it has to be extended to make any noise. You can either just lightly press it, or you can hold it down. And if you like hold it down and then let it loop through it, and then all of a sudden, like in the middle of one of its loops, you let go, it still has to finish that loop. Obviously, you can't loop the higher pitched noise because if you were to hold it down, then it would just make the other one. And getting it back down can sometimes be a pain because there you go. This is the sonic pen, which unlike the sonic screwdriver that came with, actually does have a blue light. but it only makes those two noises. But it is actually a pen. If I twist this thing around, then a pen will actually come out. This is River Song screwdriver. There is a Wave 1 one, but I decided to get the 2008 version one because I already had, I was missing the 10th Doctor Wave 1 sonic screwdriver, so I might as well be missing another one. But, yeah. So it'll make a blue light at first, but then you can actually, I'll put the camera down somewhere. You can actually take this piece off, and then if you hold it down, it'll actually make those green things light up like they did in Silence in the Library and Forest of the Dead. It actually looks a lot bigger and darker green through the camera, but in real life it's actually a lot lighter. They'll stay up for a few seconds, but unfortunately they won't go off one by one like they do in the show. And if you just lightly press it instead of holding it down, it'll actually change the color of the screwdriver. My friend Harry really liked it and pretty much demanded... I have a skit that's going to come out sometime, but he was the villain in it, so I suggested that because I usually have the 10th Doctor sonic screwdriver used in my videos, and I wanted him to be the evil one, so technically the master. And I was good, but I didn't have my master's laser screwdriver at the time, so I just suggested that we wait for a time that I do have it before he filmed it. But he pretty much demanded that he uses this one, so yeah. The one in Wave 1 actually is just missing a whole bunch more stuff because it doesn't do anything if you press the button. It'll just stay blue. You can't change it to the red setting, and the button's fixed in place, so you can't like hold it down and make the things go off or anything. This is the 11th Doctor sonic screwdriver, which I kind of stopped using the 10th Doctor sonic screwdriver in my videos. Eventually, I'll replace it with this, be the future. And unfortunately, when it's extended, the button won't do anything. And actually, you have to kind of open this thing at the bottom and hit this red button down here. But what's the point of that? This is stupid. But the point is that if it's in extended mode, I can actually push the button down here by dragging the thing down here. If I just slightly pull it down, it'll cause the red button down here to push itself against this brown thing. So I can literally just, I can use it, and then I can extend it, and then just, like if I'm trying to do the weird thing where the 11th Doctor, like, flicks it up and then presses it immediately, I could do it too, but it would have to look like this. Extend it, and then, yeah, there would be a lot of bloopers there. This is the 12th Doctor touch control one. There were 3 12th Doctor ones that were released at the same time, but this one is the best one, even though there is, like, this weird thing here that Vote Saxon 07 doesn't like. That's my cat. He's a real cat, he's not a statue. But anyway, sorry about that. But all you have to do is press it really lightly in order for it to be activated. It started to malfunction later, and like for months I had no idea what was wrong with it, but then I realized that it was just low on batteries. It actually does the weird hidden sounds too if you tap it more than once. Unfortunately, it can be a pain though, however, because sometimes it won't sense it. When it was running low on batteries, I sometimes would hit it like 5 times, and yet it would just make this noise. I would hit it like 5 times, and it would just make this. I would hit it 5 times, and it would just make this noise, as if I only hit it 3. So sometimes it doesn't even sense it. And unfortunately, the thing is that when I extend this one, only 3 of the 4 claws actually come out, and I'd have to like pull this one out to actually do anything with it. It doesn't damage it at all, but it's still kind of a pain. What I can do sometimes is that I'd hold it down, and then I'd, like, you can kind of tell which one is the one that won't go up because it's more, it's this one because it was compressed more. If you don't believe me, there you go. So what I do is that, like, I push it open like that, and don't worry, it's not at risk of breaking it, and then I can just do that. Looking like that, all 4 of them will be open. Of course, while I'm filming it, it works perfectly, but honestly, in real life, I can't count the amount of times that it made the wrong sound. I was trying to trigger like a hidden sound and it would only make this one, or I'm trying to trigger this one and it would trigger this one. And I have no idea how, but like sometimes I would try to tap it 3 times to make it make this sound, and it would end up making this noise. And it would end up making this. and it would end up making this noise. Like, how does that happen? It's sensing a tap that wasn't even there. But anyway, that's my entire sonic screwdriver collection. So, yeah, thank you everyone so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like so that I know that you enjoyed it. And if you didn't like it, please give it a dislike so that I know that you didn't enjoy it. Leave a comment down below if you liked it. Then please tell me so that... Leave a comment down below telling me why you liked it, because it feels amazing to get a little bit of encouragement. And if you didn't like it, then leave a comment down below telling me how I can improve for next time, otherwise I won't be able to improve. And don't forget to subscribe. I do a lot of other Doctor Who videos on here. Subscribe to this channel too. Thanks again so much for watching, and as always, I will see you next time. Bye.